The following program is sponsored by Compass Real Estate.
Is that what this one I'm looking at here?
Coming up on Loveable Listings, meditation, anyone? It's time to zen out with a broker who knows style when it comes to selling property. And in Ballard, this hands-on broker knows her stuff.
This color to go on this wall. We're gonna
The colorful tips helping sell this home. And here's a story of a house named Brady. The Brady Bunch home is on the market. We tour this TV landmark.
I'm excited to show this to you.
And we go island hopping from Whidbey to Maui, Hawaii, but not to the beach. Instead, a bed and breakfast in upcountry you have to check out. That's all coming up on Loveable Listings. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Loveable Listings. I'm Gaard Swanson.
And I'm Erin Mayovsky. I know when it comes to selling a home, the presentation is huge, especially when you're staging it for the listing.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Everything has to be just right. And there's a Compass broker who knows all about that and a little bit more because of her European upbringing. It sits on the edge of Edmonds, high above surrounding beauty. A home that truly showcases the Northwest. I couldn't wait to meet up with Compass listing broker Marilisa Vergottini for a peek of this perfect listing.
Hey, very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. That walk from the driveway up to the front door is absolutely stunning.
Isn't it breathtaking?
It really is. Kind of like the view here.
Absolutely, but the cool thing about this house is that it lives like a proper Pacific Northwest modern home. It's got the native growth trees on the front, but then on the back you have this stunning sound view with the Olympic range behind it.
I know, and look at these beams here, and look at the ceiling here, this tongue and groove.
I mean, honestly, people who walk through this house through my open houses have absolutely fallen in love with the use of wood and the use of stone throughout the house. So these cedar tongue and groove ceilings carry on throughout the entire home, and then of course you have the beautiful exposed beams. It's a truly unique property.
Marilisa is a master when it comes to real estate and also style. Born in Italy, she later moved to England where her father was in the fashion industry, then moved back to Italy outside Lake Como. Today, with her European background, she brings flair to every listing. She always hires a professional stager, but Marilisa loves adding her personal touch.
This house, in the dining room, we have a wet bar area, and my stager added some tequila and some cocktail attire. But what I did is, about a month prior to listing, I had spotted these gorgeous purple vintage cocktail glasses in a shop called Found Interiors in Kirkland, which is a consignment store, and I knew that they would be perfect for this kind of house. So I bought them, put them on a beautiful little white and gold tray, and they just look stunning.
Everywhere in this gorgeous 3,500 square foot home, you'll see Marilisa's unique vision. Marilisa, there's some cool stuff in this house. Show me something really off the wall.
Come with me, I'll show you something very cool.
All right, let's look.
So God, this is one of the rooms I was
Yeah.
talking about. It's got lots of different angles to it.
Yeah.
So I thought, how can we bring this room to life? And I decided to convert this small space into a meditation zone.
Is that what this one I'm looking at
This
here?
is what you're looking at here. So would you like me to try and show you how to meditate?
Show me quickly how we do this.
All right, you've got to sit on that,
Okay.
and then ideally cross your legs. Yep.
Okay.
You can do this. Fantastic.
Okay.
And then just put your
Yep, like
exactly. And then look out at this beautiful view. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and Isn't that amazing?
I feel so relaxed. Marilisa, I absolutely love this house, and this is one of the reasons out here is this stunning view.
Absolutely. So the house was designed obviously to look out onto this beautiful view of the sound, and then on a clearer day you can really see the Olympic mountain range beyond it. But one interesting thing about this stunning Pacific Northwest backyard is that the sellers gated it because they had an escape artist dog called Jack. But actually the land goes quite some way down the slope and then also beyond that side of the gate over there. So we're on a 1.3 acres here. So
That's
it's
huge.
an awful lot of space for Edmonds, and spaces like this don't come up very often.
All right, let me ask you the last question here.
Yeah.
The price. What's the price for this? I don't even want to guess.
The price is actually very reasonable,
Yeah.
1.998 million.
Under 2.
Under 2.
If you would have told me 3 or more, I would have believed you. I did not know this was under 2. This feels like a steal to me.
I think it's going to fly off the market.
I think you're right.
You can't help but connect with this 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. It's simply sensational.
To me, it's immensely satisfying when I'm able to connect buyers with the right house and help sellers sell for highest and best.
It didn't take long for this nearly 3,500 square foot beauty on 1.3 acres to sell quickly. It sold full price, just under $2 million.
You know what I love about Marilisa? She is so well-rounded. She does everything. In fact, she was in the TV business for a while and radio doing soccer.
I love that. She should get hooked up with the Sounders and do a game for fun.
She probably could. All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Now we're going to Ballard, where a Compass broker takes a hands-on approach to a whole different level.
Yeah, and that's where we'll find Trisha Quigley. You'll be impressed how she takes charge, making sure her listings are lovable. This Ballard home is going from fixer-upper to fabulous, thanks to Compass agent Trisha Quigley and her team.
I want this color to go on this wall. We're gonna keep the ceilings the same. And then on the fireplace, some sort of ledgestone. And I think I want to keep it light. This is one of Ballard's traditional houses in its architecture format. What I love about this is you see all the charm, but you get the modern conveniences. We're gonna put all new flooring throughout, and then it will be sanded and stained to match. We're doing all new paint colors.
Trisha says agents like her are perfect people to help with renovating a home for market because they know what buyers want, and Compass makes it easy.
So this homeowner actually had equity in their home, and Compass has a program for 0% interest where we can take that equity, use that money, and basically give it a makeover. So do you see the little lines that are up here?
Yep.
If we could smooth those out, and I might actually be swapping out some of these light fixtures, but since this kitchen is pretty much already done, once the floors are done and the walls are painted, we'll be good to go.
Trisha says buyers today want move-in ready homes, not projects. So it's up to sellers to fix problems and spruce up their spaces. But she says it's totally worth it.
It gives them a bigger population of buyers to choose from, which then can result in multiple offers. We brighten the spaces up and we show them in their best light.
Talk to me a little bit about colors you're choosing.
Yeah, so this will be for the exterior. It'll be more of a whitish gray to it. We want to keep it nice and simple. And then we're going to do black around the edges. There were originally shutters on the house, and after pulling them off, I actually prefer the exterior without.
Yeah, it looks bad. I think it's too much going on, and it widens the windows and offsets it too much from the house. And we're painting over vinyl.
And we're painting over vinyl, and we want to make sure we're using vinyl-safe products to do that, otherwise it'll peel. Front door to me is like walking out the door with lipstick on.
Right.
It's the first thing that people see, and you can have fun with color, and I'm thinking I might do kind of a blue and pull it in, because you're gonna have the black and it'll be kind of the off-white. We're gonna do the porch and we're gonna change the rails so that they're black, and the treads will be black as well. That'll all pop, and then you'll have that pop of color right when you come to the front porch.
And if you don't like the robin's egg color, you can change it to a mellow yellow or a burnt orange.
Exactly. So again, easy to swap out.
Yeah.
So I've been in the business for 28 years now. I think the biggest thing for me is I love to help people. With that, I've been able to transform many of my listings through our Compass Concierge program, and we're able to bring a house that needed some love into its greatest light. I can't believe I get to do this every single day. And I love it when I get to call my clients and say, okay, come see what I've done.
This new listing is 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, and nearly 2,500 square feet. Trisha did an awesome job renovating this Ballard Craftsman. It's listed for around $1.2 million.
You know, Gaard, I love how Trisha designs. She has a great eye for it. She keeps it simple and clean, but with a pop of color.
Oh, you can tell when she's walking around the house, she knows exactly what she needs to do.
We actually found something.
Coming up on Loveable Listings, we head to Whidbey Island, where a Compass broker is an expert with locals and out-of-state clients. Plus, we're off to Maui, but not the beach. This high country bed and breakfast brings a whole new meaning to vacationing in Hawaii. And we get a VIP tour of the Brady Bunch house that's on the market. We'll be right back.
you tell if your carpet cleaner actually makes your carpet cleaner? I give you the residue test. We took 3 carpet samples, and we got them nice and disgusting. Next, we cleaned each one with a different carpet cleaner. Once cleaned, our boot machine simulated 6 months of wear and tear. How did each cleaner do? Behold, residue. Residue. 0 residue. Schedule your cleaning today.
Your home's landscaping creates great curb appeal, but its uniqueness turns it from a house to a home. And since 1967, Ueda Landscape and Maintenance has been designing, building, and maintaining Seattle area homes with renowned professional service from start to finish. Being courteous and respectful of your home, showing up on time, every time, and attention to detail that makes a good job great. From customized maintenance plans to full yard makeovers, let Ueda make your vision a reality. Proudly serving Seattle for 5 decades.
Welcome back to Loveable Listings. I'm Gaard Swanson.
And I'm Erin Mayovsky. And Gaard, this is the favorite part of the show
for
me. I love to jump aboard a ferry, head to Whidbey Island, and say hello to Compass broker Melene Thompson.
Yeah, here we go. Melene is the kind of broker you'll be friends with for life. She is the Wonder Woman of Whidbey when it comes to guiding locals and out-of-state clients find their dream home or even sell one. Melene is a magician.
Whidbey Island, 37 miles north to south, making it one of the longest islands in the U.S. and one of the most beautiful. Especially their cute towns like Coupeville and Oak Harbor. And of course Langley, the village by the sea.
Has a really cute little village feel. Front street, downtown by the water. They've got a movie theater and a grocery store and the post office and of course the library. But most importantly, it's got a place for people to gather and have community and do amazing things.
Melene Thompson is a broker for Compass Real Estate. She knows the island. She's lived here for over 20 years raising her family. Melene might be the most compassionate and professional agent you'll ever meet.
And the idea for me is to bring my clients into our community. So I'll show them everything from grocery stores to parks to the lakes, of course the Sound. I'll even give them tours on the ferry boat. But most importantly is taking them to those homes.
I'm excited to show this to you. Can you believe we actually found something on Whidbey that met all of your needs?
And these are usually really far away clients. They're coming from different states. Even the Seattle clients, though, I'll do this for.
A few years ago, Melene sold this beautiful home on the edge of Langley to William Ware and Monica Ferrero. They had no idea what Whidbey Island offered until they met Melene.
We didn't even know we were going to end up here. It wasn't on our radar at all. And Melene introduced us to the island, everything about the island, and we just fell in love with it. And now we have friends that are kind of researching other places to retire, and they go and then they come back, and we're just like, why would anybody leave here? And then they kind of come back thinking the same thing, I think.
The video conference itself, well, that
super helpful.
Yeah, it was incredibly helpful.
We didn't even ask for it. You know, we didn't even expect it. We didn't know what to expect.
I didn't really know it existed until we came in contact with Melene.
For Monica and William, this home was ideal because we were looking for multiple things. Being close to Langley was one of them, but the bonus, we were super close to places where they could go running and walking, close to the Sound so they could go on beach walks.
We always had this dream of you starting a garden and edible forest type of thing, just an edible garden, edibles everywhere, and just living off the land. And this happened to be smaller than what we had in mind, but I'm really glad that it is smaller than what we had in mind.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work.
When you actually start creating your own food forest, oh my goodness, yeah, this is plenty of space.
I just love it when I'm able to find something for my clients that they fall in love with and I fall in love with, and then we kind of all fall in love with each other. It sounds weird, but it's really true. They're very dear friends of mine, and it was so amazing being able to find this for them and help them through that purchasing experience.
If you're considering living or selling on Whidbey Island, Melene's clients are always happy. She is a resident, so she knows the island very well, and she's one of the top brokers in the area.
You know, Gaard, Melene is a pro, and she's so lovable, especially with every client. They're always happy.
Yeah, and her staff is just as professional.
All right, we head to Hawaii now for our next Loveable listing.
Yeah, when people talk about Hawaii, it's always about the beach. Well, today we're heading to the hills, making a trek to upcountry and a bed and breakfast that will give you new meaning to island living.
Maui, the mecca of fun, paradise in the Pacific. Today, we're heading to the hills, upcountry. Danielle Troxel is a realtor with Compass Realty. She knows every inch of the island, including high above.
People love upcountry because it has such a temperate climate. It's just so comfortable. It's between 72 and 82 degrees year round, obviously hotter in the summer, cooler in the winter. The beautiful pastoral rolling hills, it's just gorgeous. The beautiful views is what people love about upcountry and what draws people to buy there.
Danielle helped her father Keith secure this luxurious land and turn it into arguably the top bed and breakfast on the island, the Keokea Ranch Estate, a sprawling 7-acre luxurious getaway. The home is contemporary, but with the softness of the islands. There's room for the entire family and more. Every square inch of this Pacific palace is thought out, from the gourmet kitchen, private suites, to the main living area and the incredible pool. But the real magic?
What's special about it is the views are spectacular. I mean, you can see 160 degrees, unobstructed views of the ocean. You see the lights at night down, along the coastline. You can see all the way from the airport to south of Ka'oholave, and really incredible views.
Once you're here, you never want to leave. Keokea has everything, but that doesn't stop Keith from expanding this island gem.
So Keith, you have some great property here, right?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I wanted to show you this spot over here because I was thinking, we have miniature horses and we got some Nigerian dwarf goats, and so I was thinking right here we might do a barn right here.
Keokea Estate is a working ranch. Every day you'll catch Keith whistling for his four-legged friends. Everyone here feels comfortable, at home, morning, noon, and night. It's an oasis any time of day.
One of my favorite things to do is I'll sit in the hot tub early in the morning when the sun is coming up, and out there you see the animals in this green pasture, and I'm having a little nice coffee, and it's just the most incredible feeling that just can't be replaced, honestly.
We get a lot of people from Seattle, we get a lot of people from Washington, Vancouver, those areas, and they love it because it's just not so hot. I think it can be kind of, a lot for people when it's very hot and you're by the beach. They kind of want to break their trip up and come up country and kind of have a similar, but maybe not as cold, obviously, as there's no snow, as those areas on the mainland.
This is prime Maui property, a special place. Their neighbor, Oprah Winfrey, loves it. Oprah even went horseback riding with Keith's family.
Towards the end of the ride, there was like a little bit of an incline, and she asked her one more time, and Oprah said, "Oh, okay, I'll go for it." And so she took off running, and my wife said she turned and looked back, and Oprah had a smile from here to here.
Keokea Ranch Estate, high above the surf and sand. The perfect place to set your compass.
It's definitely, there's just like a little slice of heaven that not a lot of people know about. Most people, when they visit Maui, they think beach, they think Wailea, they think Lahaina, but upcountry in Keokea is like a diamond in the rough that people, when they get there, they're surprised because you don't think ranch when you think Maui.
We love it when people come because when they come into the house, they're so excited and they all say, "Oh, this looks way better than the pictures," and just the joy that they have staying there, it's really irreplaceable. It warms my heart. I mean, it's like sharing something with someone that really makes you feel really good inside.
There is so much to do at Keokea Ranch Estates. You can ride bikes, hike, maybe feed the animals, even drive to the beach. But better yet, just hang out and relax. Average price is about $1,500 per night. Book fast because reservations fill up quickly.
Wow, that property is gorgeous, but how cool is it that it puts right up next to Oprah's?
I know, it is the perfect place and the views are incredible.
Coming up, Marsha. The Brady Bunch house is up for sale.
We're going to take the rest of it off with sandpaper.
And do it yourself. Our DIY guru, John Prentice, gives us the ABCs of refinishing furniture. We'll be right back.
Do you know who's cleaning your home? We do, because Susan's Green Cleaning uses our own employees, never subcontractors, to provide unmatched personalized care. Our cleaning staff have a well-deserved reputation of being the nicest technicians in town, and their quality work will be sure to make your home sparkle. We're locally owned and proud recipients of numerous prestigious awards. Experience for yourself why Susan's Green Cleaning is the green standard of eco-friendly cleaning services, helping clean Seattle one home at a time. Outsource your chores and insource your life with Susan's Green Cleaning.
Welcome back to Loveable Listings. I'm Gaard Swanson.
And I'm Erin Mayovsky. And Gaard, I can't believe the Brady Bunch home is on the market. I love that show.
Yeah, okay, you had Marcia, Jan, Cindy, Greg, Peter, Bobby, plus the parents, and Alice. But today, you know who we're talking about? Marko Babineau, and he's down there right now who's going to give us a tour. Hey, what's up, Marko?
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch.
Hey, Gaard and Erin, here we are. World famous Studio City, and look what's right behind me, the Brady Bunch home. It's back on the market. Purchase price $5.5 million, 5-bedroom, 5-bath house, over 5,000 square foot, beautiful property, mimicked to the original Brady Bunch show, the full interior.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia!
Take a look at this photo from the show. If you haven't noticed, all you see is blue skies behind it, when actually in real life, the Studio City hills are right behind it. And remember, this never existed. The interior of the house was all shot on set. Now you have the floating staircase with a beautiful stained glass wall behind it, the sumptuous living room that the family sat on those 2 couches and went back and forth night after night, and the gorgeous mid-century modern orange Formica kitchen-topped kitchen that Alice ran roost in night after night.
Where are we going?
And take a look at these. The girls' bedroom, all in pink, identical to the original. And we have the boys' room, obviously in blue, with the bunk and single bed.
Since they did.
The same exact layout.
Accuse him and get away with it.
In case you were wondering, my favorite episode of the Brady Bunch was when Marcia broke off her date with Charlie to go with the high school heartthrob, but a football got in the way.
Hey, you guys. Oh, my nose!
By the way, Gaard and Erin, this neighborhood is riddled with celebrities. That's what you get in Studio City. It's kind of how it gained its name. You've got Clayton Kershaw from the Dodgers lives here. Paula Abdul lives right up in the Donners. J.J. Fields, known from Captain America and a number of films. I mean, that's just the beginning. There are tons of celebrities here, and you're within walking distance of some of the best eateries in LA. What's your favorite scene, Gaard and Erin?
You know what my favorite part about the Brady Bunch
What?
was? When Marcia combs her hair like a million times. She's like 1,098, and everybody's knocking on the bathroom door, 4,098.
Yeah, my favorite has to be when the boys put the itching powder in the girls' sleeping bags when they had a sleepover, and then Mike, the dad, got hit in the head because one was above the door, and just it was hilarious.
Loveable Listings will be right back after this.
Not that kind of roof. This kind of roof. State Roofing has been in the business of roofing for over 50 years, with more than 60,000 projects completed and some of the best warranties in the industry. And now they're having their famous 000 sale, where you can get 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments on your new roof for 1 full year. Estimates are free. Go online to stateroofing.com to get started today.
State Roofing, the best roof you'll ever need.
Your home's landscaping creates great curb appeal, but its uniqueness turns it from a house to a home. Since 1967, Ueda Landscape and Maintenance has been turning Seattle area houses to homes with maintenance plans to full yard makeovers. Make your vision a reality today.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show.
All right, it is time, Gaard, to bring in our favorite DIY guy and cameraman, John Prentice.
Well, listen, I've been doing a lot more woodworking around the shop, and I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's New Yankee Workshop or anything like that, but I refinished a chair, and you know what? Well, this is how it came out. Take a look. Hey there, John here. Today we're going to be refinishing this little chair. It was given to my son by a family friend, and as you can see, it's in need of some love. You can see it has at least 2 different finishes on it. This right here, that's the original finish poking through, which probably wore at some point, and then someone smeared on the rest of this stuff, probably without any prep work whatsoever, and that's why it's yellowing and flaking so badly. We have some similar chairs in our dining room, and I'd like to try to replicate the finish as best I can, and we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to use this citrus-scented stripper to get whatever these finishes are off of the chair, and don't be afraid to really glob it on there. We're going to wrap it in plastic according to the directions and let it sit.
Whoa, talk about wrinkles. Now I'm going to scrape this gook off with enough pressure to get it clean, but not enough to gouge it. The label recommends a plastic scraper, but what can I say? I like to live dangerously. Exposing the wood on the big areas sure is satisfying, but the quality of the finished product is in the details. Try to get as much goop off as you can with putty knives, scuff pads, whatever you can use to get this gunk off. Once clean, wipe the whole thing down with solvent to remove any tackiness. Also spend more money on gloves than I did. The scuff pad and solvent ate 2 pairs.
I think I got all the citrus-scented stripper off of the chair, and it looks like it took most of the finish with it, which is a really good thing. But as the solvent is drying, you can see some glossy spots. That's where the old finish is hanging on. We're going to take the rest of it off with sandpaper, and that's okay because we have to sand the whole chair anyway to open it up for stain.
So now I'm going to rough up the surface with some coarse sandpaper, followed by finer stuff. Always sanding with the grain.
Okay, so that's all sanded out, and what I've tried to do is selectively sand to preserve some of the oldness, like shadowiness in these spindly areas here, but I did have to sand the whole seat down to raw wood to get rid of that old finish. It just would not come off. Now I'm going to put on some stain. I'm going to try to get it as even as possible and make it look cohesive. We'll see how it goes.
A little bit of compressed air and a final wipe down, and we're ready to stain. You don't necessarily need a heavy coat, but you do want an even coat. Make sure to avoid runs and pooling, unlike me, and keep a rag handy for drips.
Okay, so all of you who have actually done something like this before at home are probably saying, hey, the directions on the side of the can say to leave it all on for the same amount of time and then wipe it off. The trouble is that we started with a really blotchy, uneven surface, so I had to leave some of it on longer, some of it on less, wipe some off, let some dry, and I think it looks pretty even, and we're going to be ready for our finish. Now, the chairs that I'm copying, they don't have a really lustrous, deep, shiny, plasticky finish on them, and I don't want this one to have that either, so what I'm going to do is just wax it.
At this point, we could have applied shellac, lacquer, polyurethane, varnish, oil, or a myriad of other finishes, but I think the wax is going to be just right for this job.
Oh, way better than those mineral spirits. That's downright pleasant. Delicious.
And as with most types of finishing work, the quality of the final product depends almost entirely on the quality of the sanding, cleaning, and other prep work, and achieving a good result can take about half or a third of the amount of time as taking a swing at perfection.
Well, if the goal was to create a factory fresh looking piece of furniture, we failed. Luckily, that wasn't the goal. This is going to blend perfectly with the other antiques in our home. It's still got all the shadows and depth that really shows its age. And best of all, it doesn't have that nasty, flaking, yellowy finish that didn't belong there in the first place. So I'd call this a success, for sure. Thanks for watching.
John, you know what I learned? I love what you do, but the plastic over the chair.
Yeah, you know what? That was on the directions. I actually read the directions for once, and you know, it worked. It keeps the citrus-scented stripper from drying, and it works longer. Yeah, who knew?
You're telling me you just need to follow the directions?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.